Yo, Mo, actually, so what ended up transpiring? So you were going to actually come in the same day as Icy over here, right? But then I think what Fresh and Fit ended up having another show, right?
Yeah. They were supposed to be out of town, and they had ended up rescheduling, and I'm like, damn, I was supposed to come Sunday. I'm like, and then Myron was just like, still go, but I was like, I wanted to push back because I still wanted to work, and come find out they still ended up canceling anyway, but. Myron was just graceful enough to be like, Mo, it's all right. You could go. And I was just like, man, Myron, like, you
say
sure?
less.
I was like, are you sure?
I know.
And it actually happened like that night. And by the way, this is all open information. So no, Myron. Hi, Myron. You guys said this in the live. You guys said this in the live. All right. So, but they ended up canceling. So they're still in Miami. They're back in Miami. They're gonna have regular shows, but like I said, Myron was great.
Chris gonna run the boat.
He's gonna be running.
Poor Chris.
So.
Poor Fresh and Fit.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie because I remember like covering for Chris sometimes when he gets a little sick.
Yeah.
And man, the big headache because one of the funniest things is also open information. Everyone knows this, by the way. Chris likes to drink a little bit.
No.
He likes a little. He likes to have a little taste. A little taste of Henny. Just a little taste.
Taste. Yeah.
And I'm like, and I remember running the show. Just on. It was always a big thing. I'm like, yo, Chris, man, you always have a little taste of Henny. And then so I'm running it. I gotta take care of Chris's spot.
Right.
And I'm dealing with, and then there was a bunch of girls that I'm having to deal with. I'm like, all right. So I'm trying to do the rules and keep them entertained while keeping them in line, keeping them in check. Just I'm just running everything.
Whole wrangle.
Myron, yeah, exactly. Whole wrangle. Myron's in the gym. Fresh is changing clothes. and I gotta still making sure the sound is
Run
on
the board
point.
and the sound.
And doing all that and the sound, making sure it's on point because I'm like, I can't touch the sound by the time the show starts. And then just staying so focused on every little thing. Got to focus on the chats. Got to focus on the cameras. I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot the chats. Shoot, I forgot the cameras. Oh man. And then I remember by the end of the day, I was just like, oh, man, I need a drink, man. Wait. And then that's when it hit me. That's why Chris drinks so damn much.
That makes sense.
So man, Chris, I feel you.
Shout out Chris, man.
So I'm kind of feeling a little bad for Chris. So I'm like, yo, Chris, Chris, man, I'm sorry, I'm here. Chris, I love you. You're doing great. Believe me. So
man, when you get into this business, it's they always joke around oh, no days off, man. It's this motivational. No, really, no days off. You don't get any days off, really.
Yeah.
So
especially when you get close to 1 million subs on the channel. I mean, it's a tight ship.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever burn out? Do you think you get to a point? Or you too? Do you think you get to a point of burnout where you're just kind of I need a vacation? I need to do something?
You want me to be honest with you? We used to do it every day.
Yeah, I know.
5 days a week. So from transitioning 5 days to 3 days, we have our break now. So it's it's good to have that breather on Tuesdays and Thursdays because honestly, doing it every day, low-key was driving me insane because it's you got to get the bitches, you got to make sure they get on the show. My job's different from most. So it's I'm mostly dealing with the girls, making sure I get their drinks and then shout out to Red because she's my little backbone that helps me out with.
So you're an A&R basically.
Basically, yeah.
The reason I ask is because we're all in the same business right here, and it's I look at a guy like Tim Pool, and he can't get away from that. He's married to that show.
Right.
He can't afford to take one single day off of what he's doing.
Or they'll swat him.
And and then they swat him. It's at what time do you take a vacation? You take a break, or you go somewhere else? That's why when you told me they were going to Colombia, I'm like, are they actually taking a break?
They meant to work.
They weren't going to take a break, though. They were still going to create content. So
even while
on
they were
vacation,
there,
there's no break.
days
Kind of
off,
once you
man.
get in a flow, right, you're just this is what we do.